Season 3 runners completely turned Fortnite on its head, introducing us to a whole new storyline and a ton of surprises no one saw coming. After surviving the craziest lore event in Fortnite history, we're left with 3 massive questions. How did we get here? Who is Gino? And what's going down next? Kicking things off in Chapter 7, an alien ship piloted by the Dark Voyager starts wreaking havoc on the island. His main gig? Snagging the 0-point fragments to piece it all back together. But that's no walk in the park, so he teams up with the Ice King, basically one of the heaviest hitters in the Fortnite universe. A dude capable of putting any rival on ice, no matter what reality they crawl out of. To shut them down, Hope and Jones team up with the Order. She's part of the Seven, Fortnite's most goated squad fighting for the freedom of all realities. The group actually split up years ago, so the Order puts out a distress call that pulls in the Visitor, just not the version she remembered. Regardless, he joins the crew, and the 4 of them go hunting for their leader, the Foundation. He was chilling, literally frozen in the Ice King's castle, but thanks to his tracker and thermal suit, he breaks out, kicking off a brutal revenge war. Team Foundation versus Team Ice King. While this showdown wrapped up with the season's final live event, along the way we saw the 7 leveling up, pulling in backup like Overwatch and the Elites. But a mole totally flushed all that help down the drain. Yep, I'm talking about the Visitor. Turns out, he was the mastermind who engineered a weapon that would later cripple the Foundation, practically handing the win to the Ice King, as we all know.
You fine, you son of a...
It is absolutely crucial to get this straight, because after 9 solid years of Fortnite, we are finally staring down the big bad. Gino is the founder of the Imagined Order, a shady syndicate, hell-bent on controlling the 0-point while micromanaging the lives of everyone on the island. This turf war was the main event throughout Chapters 2 and 3. But after the Fortnite X Marvel comics and the Chapter 3 Season 2 live event, we witnessed the ultimate showdown pitting the villains against the 7. Ironically enough, the 7's roster includes the Order and the Imagined, the literal namesakes of Gino's organization. Major plot twist, they're actually his daughters, and it's the Imagined who steps up to take out her own dad, though it cost her her life to pull it off. With that, the Imagined Order crumbled. But the ultimate curveball? Gino actually survived, and worse, he was out for blood. His first move was dispatching the Herald, who steamrolled through most of the 7 by turning them into chrome.
I'm starting to think this may be a problem. Get out of here! That's Rudo!
As the years rolled by, Fortnite kept evolving. The 7 were battered, scattered across different realities. Meanwhile, Gino was cooking up his ultimate master plan to wipe out the squad completely, going undercover as one of their own. He didn't just replace the guy we all knew, though. He swapped in for a version from the OG reality. Right now, we still don't know if he straight up engineered that reality himself, or if he just hitched a ride on a universe that already existed. But honestly, for what happens next, it doesn't even matter. Like I mentioned earlier, this imposter hits the island after the Order's SOS and acts like he's playing for the 7's team. First, he bails out the Foundation, and then throws down against the Ice King. But this is exactly where he fumbles and makes his second massive mistake: building that weapon to cripple the Foundation. Luckily for him, it totally flew under the radar, so as of right now, Gino is still kicking it as a member of the squad. I say second mistake because his first major red flag was getting on the Order's bad side, you know, his own daughter. We caught wind of this chatting with her last season, but it kind of got brushed off since we had no clue who he really was. Now that we know he's the one responsible for her sister's death, it makes total sense that her gut was screaming not to trust this dude. Oddly enough, after the event I'm about to break down, it seems like she's actually starting to trust the Visitor a little more. With all that backstory out of the way, let's jump into the most backstabbing event in Fortnite history. It kicks off with Gino selling out the 7, leaking intel to the Dark Voyager that the Foundation and his crew were setting a trap for the Ice King. That's why his ambush was so perfectly coordinated.
The final shard will soon be returned to its home.
Foundation and his team wait, hoping to spring their trap. Let them. The surprise belongs to us. Rise. Follow me, and the Foundation will crumble. Let them hear us.
The second we arrive, the Dark Voyager gears up to hijack the 0 point, while the Foundation is standing there thinking his master plan is going off without a hitch.
There's only one thing left to say. Porcupine, you son of a... Open fire! Malfunctioning! Foundation!
Thank God the Foundation had a plan B up his sleeve. That backup plan plunged us into the most insane cinematic slugfest we've ever witnessed in Fortnite between the Ice King and the Foundation.
I could get used to this!
For a hot minute, it looked like The Rock had the whole fight totally locked down.
You trapped me! Froze me! Now this ends with me! Lost your step.
At this point, all the Ice King fanboys were hyped about the dub, but Gino's masterclass in manipulation had to keep rolling.
The Foundation is finished. You've played your part well, Ice King. Consider our agreement complete.
Boom! With the 0 point completely rebuilt and sitting in the hands of the Dark Voyager, we were hurled into the wildest season-to-season transition in Fortnite history. Right when things looked absolutely doomed, the Rift Butterflies pulled a total Hail Mary, gifting us the Infinity Blade that had absorbed the 0 point. With that bad boy, we sliced the Voyager's ship clean in half and saved the island. But what felt like a massive victory quickly revealed itself to be just another stepping stone in Gino's playbook.
They've reformed the zero point.
Yes. The mission has failed.
Our enemies were one step ahead of us the whole time. How is this possible? Incoming! We got a problem here.
Actually, everything is going according to plan.
What is this? Geno? It's been you all along?
The Seven may still prove useful to me. I fear the same cannot be said for you, Agent Jones.
What are your orders, Master?
And that's exactly the crazy event and top-tier villain we rode into the Runner season with. Things are getting seriously weird right now. The new island is crawling with spirits that hand out crazy abilities. They rolled in thanks to the zero point, but we're still kind of in the dark about why they're really here. What matters is that heavy hitters on the island are doing some shady business with them, like Dylan and the Duck. That dude is tangled up in some bizarre side hustles and is straight up the biggest baller on the island right now when it comes to cold hard cash. On the flip side, one of those sprites has actually teamed up with the Seven. Honestly, after taking so many L's, the squad is scraping the bottom of the barrel and recruiting whoever they can get. They even had to crawl back to Singularity for help. She used to be an IO operative, but the second she realized Gino was pulling the strings, she bailed. What she didn't see coming was Gino hitting her up right now, wearing his disguise as the Visitor. While the Order is second-guessing their new draft picks and stressing over the zero point, the two main big bads are laying low. We already know where Gino is hiding out, and the Dark Voyager just deployed 2 lackeys to the island to scout ahead while they plot their next play. But the clock is totally ticking on them. Jones didn't actually bite the dust in the finale. He's resting up inside a med dome heavily guarded by Hope. So, it's only a matter of time before the whole truth drops, and we get propelled right into the ultimate final battle of Fortnite. As you can see, the hype train has no brakes, and we are rapidly approaching the end of an absolute era in Fortnite. You do not want to sleep on anything coming up.
My faithful arrive in waves. They are the most elite in my army.
The Dark Harvester is ready. With the last shard, the zero point will be complete.
And our bargain.
The Foundation will be there.
My team and I will deliver the final shard.
Do not fail us, and the Foundation will be restored to your collection.
Excellent.
Well, right on time. Get ready. Tonight, we're taking the last zero point shard.
And the orb's on its way to Ice King's fortress. Visitor, how's that shield buster of yours coming?
I'll have the device ready. Everything hinges on what we do.
I've locked onto the shard's coordinates. Assemble your army and prepare for my arrival.
Of course. We're awaiting your return.
Jones, need an update.
I'm getting a lot of heat signatures near the fortress. Looks like Captain Ice King is gathering an army.
And we will be waiting at the zero point. Unseen.
You've gathered a formidable army. My master is impressed.
Who is this master? When will I meet them?
Careful. The only one you need to care about is me.
So, Visitor, just to get it straight, the shield buster will take out the Dark Harvester's defenses?
Precisely.
Ice King thinks he's bringing the final shard, but really, he's just walking into our trap.
How did you get this?
Deliver the shard, and all will be revealed.
Visitor, once the shields are down, how exactly are we going to take down that orb?
Here, a surprise for you all. This cache holds the key to stopping the Dark Harvester.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at all this firepower!
Dark Voyager, I've grown tired of waiting.
I have one final message.
I do not need to hear anything more from
Silence. The Foundation's team will arrive unseen, but not untouchable. Provoke him, and the Foundation is yours.
Watch closely. I tend to impress.
You misjudge what matters. There is only the 0 point. Everything else is irrelevant.
We got incoming. Large rift surge. Right over the final shard.
Got eyes on the fortress. Visual on the rift.
The blade that froze kingdoms and vanquished gods. Tonight, it awakens again. For us.
Okay, team. The Dark Voyager is on his way.
Remember the plan. Take out the Dark Harvester's shield and grab the shard. Everything else is irrelevant.
10 and counting.
No more waiting around.
All right, moment of truth, people. Here it comes!